Hey, I'm Peter and today we're going to take a look at one of the most popular laptop on the market. It's called the Dell G7. I'm not usually one to buy the cheapest of anything, but Dell's G series is one of the few reliable budget options, with prices starting at $800. It's a popular choice, which is why Dell offers 3 different G series models. The G317 has an Intel Core i7 processor and Nvidia GeForce GTX 940MX graphics card. The cheaper entry-level G515 starts off with AMD FX 6300, 3.5 GHz quad-core CPU and integrated graphics card. The G717 starts off slightly worse than both with an AMD. The G7 is a war between gaming laptops, that was launched in April of 2018. It competes with other brands like Lenovo's Legion, Acer's Nitro and Predator Helios amongst others for market share. However, the newer update to this laptop has given it another competitive edge by coming out as both 15 inches or 17 inches. The Dell G7 has been blowing up since it came out with its high-end specs for not much money. This is my first impressions video for the Dell G7. Let's get started. In this review, I'm going to show you the specs and features of the Dell G7. If you're looking for a laptop with a sleek design and an aluminum finish, this is the one for you. But how do they actually perform? This is the G7, a slim laptop that can do more than just make an email signature look great. It's got an aluminum finish and has a thin profile to go with it. The G7 was designed for people who want something that looks good, but still gets the job done. Don't you think that my videos are the best? Well, if not, then I'm sorry, but I have an offer for you. Let's consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, like and share my videos on all your social media platforms. Listen, you know that feeling when your laptop is too heavy to carry around? You can't move an inch without it weighing you down? The G7, a lightweight laptop so light and easy to carry that it won't be a burden on your shoulders or back. These days everyone needs their own personal computer whether they're at home or out of town. This means lugging one of those big clunky laptops around with them everywhere they go just isn't feasible anymore. That's where the G7 comes in. It's only 2 pounds so it can easily fit. Do you know how hard it is to type in the dark? Well, I've got a solution for you. This video will introduce you to the world's best backlit keyboard that has a built-in rechargeable battery. You can type in bed without straining your eyes, plugging into an outlet, or waking up your partner with bright lights. It also comes equipped with features like anti-ghosting keys and multimedia shortcuts. So if this sounds good to you, then stay tuned because we're about to get started. But there are some problems with doing so in the dark. Like, for one thing, having to strain your eyes. I'm going to tell you how to extend the battery life of your laptop by up to 15 hours. That's right, the G7 laptop lasts longer without having to plug it in every few minutes. You're probably wondering how I can say that this laptop has an astounding battery life of up to 15 hours. Well, it's because the battery is huge and charges really fast. It's like a superpower for your laptop. I've been on the hunt for a really good computer with decent specs but amazing battery life. Dell G7 is not only one of the best gaming laptops, but also great for everyday use. Dell G7 is a very well-performing laptop that's not too pricey or too cheap. It's got an 8th generation, Intel Core i7-8750H processor, Nvidia GeForce GTX 1050 graphics card, and a whopping 16 GB of RAM. It can run almost any game at high settings with ease. Ever feel like your laptop is too small to do anything? The Dell G7 15's non-touch, 1920 by 1080 display and show you why it might be worth upgrading. I know that a lot of people are looking for laptops with larger screens these days. When the Alienware Command Center software for your G515 5590 and G717 7790, or any other computer has been updated to include a new feature called G-Key. It will allow you quick access to customized performance settings. A lot can change in an instant when we're gaming, especially if there's suddenly an enemy at our backs without warning. With this new tool available on all compatible models, though, players have more control over their thermal management and how hot they want certain components such as graphics cards themselves be while running demanding games, so even those tough battles don't get too challenging. The latest BIOS, Alienware Command Center and the new overclocking, OC, control software for your computer allows you to quickly customize how hot or cool it will be. You can also adjust performance settings with just one click. The Alien FX per key RGB lighting and sound roller make for an outstanding gaming keyboard experience. You can choose from up to 8 million colors or adjust the volume with ease, all without taking your eyes off of what's happening on screen. Gaming on a laptop can be tough, but don't worry, there are some great accessories that will minimize the pain. One of these is Dell's recommended setup for gamers, featuring their 55-inch OLED monitor, 40 millisecond response time, and 120 Hz refresh rate. So you'll get an advantage over your opponents with every move. The Alienware Legend industrial design makes it easy as pie, by providing all necessary ports right where they need them most without any fuss or muss. The G7 15 is sleek in its white and blue colorway with up to an Nvidia GTX 1060 Max-Q, all for a price that starts at $849.99. It also sports Intel Core i7 processor performance as well. The Dell G7 15 7500 offers 1 2230 2280 solid-state drive as a storage option for the user to choose from. It also has an MSRP X4 Gen 3 host interface that can support up to 1 GB per second read speeds with burst transfer rates reaching 2100 MB per second. While the Dell G7 didn't reach scorching temperatures, it still managed to stay cool during extended benchmarks and gaming sessions with an average of 87 degrees on CPU package. The laptop peaked at 93 degrees for short periods before returning back down again. The big price difference between the Dell G5 15 SE and the more powerful, but also much pricier G7 15 comes down to performance. The former features an Nvidia GTX 1650 GPU with 4 GB of VRAM, while its newer counterpart packs a RTX 2060 graphics card sporting 6 GB worth of memory for increased visuals in games. The Dell G7 15 is a victim of its lower-end line mate's success. The G5 15 offers a wide variety of component options starting at $900 for entry-level and mainstream gamers, and it's all wrapped up in an attractive and relatively thin and light case, which is how it earned an Editor's Choice Award for budget gaming laptops last year. The G7 15 is the upgraded version with things like a thinner, lighter all-metal chassis instead of plastic, higher-end component and display options, and a 4-zone RGB LED backlit keyboard. But all of that just isn't enough to give it an enthusiastic recommendation. Hope you enjoyed the video. You guys can initiate a discussion in the comment box, if you have any different opinions about the contents in this video. Be the first to start the debate in the box below. Purchase links related to the products in this video are kept in description. We will be grateful if you could please make your next purchase from that link, as this will help us to grow our channel. Good morning, good evening and good night, whichever part of the world you are from. Don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. I will assure you to make quality and interesting videos in future. This is Jason Peter, signing off.